Today is April 27th, 2024. It's been a while since I've done a video because I didn't do much out here. In the wintertime, it's too cold. The things I had to do involved paint and carpet glue. Neither one of those likes cold weather, so I didn't do much on the boat all winter. I made some fishing poles. I did that in the house, but that's a whole other story. So I'm going to show you here what I've done to kind of bring you up to speed. Tuesday, I'm bringing this boat over to Coville so they can hang the motors on the back. And after that, should be ready to put in the water. So we'll start with the back here. I added the transducers for the fish finder. I did that this morning actually. And here they are. This is the high speed, this is the down imaging and side imaging. And it also has 2D, but this is the high speed transducer. The reason I put the second one on there is because once you get the boat up on plane, you're going to lose the signal from the down imaging and the side imaging. You can maybe get by with 5-6 miles an hour, but 30 or 40 miles an hour, no way. So the high speed transducer is supposed to give me a signal all the way up and past that. I don't know, I've never had it in the water. That's what I'm told. The boat should go in the water at the end of next week, so I guess we're going to find out. So I put those pads on the back there. These are big pieces of UMHW or whatever that is. It's some kind of plastic that, so if I have to move these transducers or add something else, I'm not drilling holes in the transom. I can drill holes all I want in that plastic thing and nothing's going to leak because, you know, it's just a cover. So, and let's see here. Let me go inside the boat. I got the seats mounted. Now they both swivel and the driver's seat slides forward and backward also. I painted the floor. The floor has, you can't see it, but it's grippy. It's got soft sand, it's called it. It's like little chunks of rubber that are gray colored, same as the paint. The way you do that is you paint the floor, you roll out the floor, and you sprinkle this stuff heavy all over everything as you're going, of course. And then you let that dry for a couple days. Sweep up everything you can, get all the loose bits off of it, vacuum it, and then put 2 more coats of paint on top of it to lock it down on there. And now this floor is real grippy. I mean, if it's wet and slimy, fish slime, crap, whatever's in here, you're not gonna lose your grip. So it's at least that's the theory. And then I put carpet on the inside of the hull walls there, and I did that just for looks, just because you know, whatever. Now there's another shelf that goes right in here on top of this. I left that out because the guys that are going to hook up the motor are going to have to get in there to run all these wires underneath the gunnel all the way up to the helm there. And also they're going to hook up the steering for me. My batteries are in here. That's the house battery. This is the cranking battery. And then the fuel is over here. The fuel hookup, they're going to have to hook that up for me too. This is the washdown pump. This is the filter for the water. Takes junk out of it and also water. Is that crap they put in the gas these days has a habit of getting water in it. That's just a storage place there. I forget what I showed you here before, but the live well's all ready to go. That's all hooked up. And that's the control for the live well right there. Next to it here, this is the plug-in for the downrigger, which sits right here on this. The downrigger and the swivel. This is a place for the pole holders. There's another one here and 2 more on the other side. And a downrigger over here also. That's the hose and the squirt gun there for the washdown pump. And that's the switch for that. And the plug for the downrigger for this downrigger is right here. And let's see, what else have I done here? Of course, I took everything out of here because it's going to go down the road to the shop in the next couple of days. So I took the radio out of here. The dashboard I took off because they got to get in here. Turn the lights on here. Oh, I shut the battery off. And that's another thing. You got a battery switch. So I took the cover off here because they have to hook up. These are the steering, the hoses for the steering, the hydraulic steering. That goes on the back of the helm here. And then these other connectors are for my NEMA 2000 hookup. This one goes to the fish finder. This other one goes to the, this goes to the, these go to the transducers. This goes up to the VHF radio for the NEMA. And all of that. Let's see, everything out here is done. I got the floor painted and carpeted on the inside of the hull there. I did that just for looks. It doesn't have to be done. I just thought it looked better that way. And down inside of here is where the battery for the, that's the battery for the trolling motor. That's a 24 volt battery. The trolling motor will mount up here someplace, but I probably won't be doing that until next year. I put a rear view mirror in here so I can keep an eye on the tips of my poles if I'm trolling, if I should happen to want to sit up here and troll. And there's a stereo up there. That's for just regular AM, FM. And I think that's probably everything that I've done here that I didn't show before. I have to put, I put cleats on here so I can tie up to the dock. I have to put a couple of more cleats up in front, up there someplace for fenders. So when I tie up to a dock, I don't bang the boat into the dock, you know how it is, right? They didn't have the right size fenders when I bought, or they didn't have the right size cleats when I bought those other ones, so I put it off until later. Well, I guess it's later, so I got to get those on here. And I believe that's probably it for now. And I will update this when I take it to the dealer to have the motors put on. I'll have to leave it there for a day or two. I'm sure they're not going to let me watch them do that, so that probably isn't going to be on a video. I got my dash all put together now. Looks a little better. Well, there's another update here. I've got my seat cushions are installed now. And I've got some steps. These are fold down steps. Make it easier to get in and out of the boat. You just grab onto those handles there. Same thing on the other side. And I got a couple of fenders to throw out to keep the boat from rubbing on up against the dock. I got my downriggers mounted and pole holders. All of this stuff swivels around and moves. The pole holders can be moved from here over to here. Same thing on the other side. I got my storage for my tackle box in there and some other little things. This is it's a little holder for all my little flashers. I can't really show you with one hand here, but just there's a bunch of flashers inside here. It's hard to show you with one hand, but that's for all my kokanee stuff. And then in here, I just have a lot more tackle in there, all kinds of stuff for different types of things, different types of fish. And then over underneath this seat, I have my cooler. I got a jacket in here, and there's extra towels and some other little tackle and some crap laying in there that I haven't found a place for yet. But you know, it's just a place to put my lunch when I'm out. And I put some cup holders in there, one on either side, so they just don't bounce around. Just, you know, just places to put things when you're out. You need room for stuff. And that's about all the other new stuff. I can't think of anything else I've done that I haven't showed you already. Oh, I put that shelf in there. I have the lower or the upper shelf is in place here now. And of course, as you can see, I got a bunch of junk thrown in there already. Life jacket, there's a life jacket there. There's a life jacket there. There's life jackets underneath the storage, underneath the seats. Some of those are inflatable, so they don't take up a lot of room. And let's see. The one thing I don't have yet is I need to get flares. Coast Guard wants you to have flares and stuff like that. So I got to do that. I have a first aid kit. I just haven't put it in here yet. Got to do that too.